Be me, 34F, working as a policy researcher for a women's rights organisation. Married to James for 6 years. He works in IT, makes decent money, comes home tired most nights. I've always prided myself on maintaining my intellectual integrity in my marriage. Not one of those women who compromises her values just to keep a man comfortable. Tonight he comes home with flowers. Fucking flowers. I'm sitting at my laptop finishing a report on workplace discrimination. He's standing there with this hopeful expression, holding grocery store roses. Hey babe, I thought these might brighten your day. I don't even look up from my screen. You know the floral industry is built on exploited labour in developing countries, right? Also, brighten your day kind of implies I need you to manage my emotional state for me. Watch his face fall. He mumbles something about just trying to be nice. Trying to be nice or trying to perform niceness to get something from me. He puts them in a vase anyway, goes to make dinner. I feel this familiar satisfaction. I'm not going to let him get away with unreflective gestures just because they're wrapped in romance. This is pretty much every day. He'll try something, I'll point out the problematic elements. It's exhausting being the only one in this relationship who thinks critically. Friday night, he suggests we go out to dinner. I made reservations at that Italian place you mentioned. I had mentioned it like 3 months ago. He remembered, but I'm not about to reward basic listening skills with praise. You made reservations without asking me first? That's pretty presumptuous, James. You just assumed I'd be available and willing? He looks confused. You said you wanted to try it. Wanting to try something and having my schedule dictated to me are different things. The fact that you can't see the difference is concerning. He cancels the reservation. We eat leftovers in silence. He goes to bed early. I stay up reading articles, feeling justified. Someone has to maintain standards in this relationship. Saturday morning he tries to initiate sex. We haven't had sex in like 3 weeks. His hand on my waist, pulling me closer. I can feel him against my back. Really, James? It's 8 a.m. on a Saturday. You think you're entitled to my body just because we're married? He pulls back immediately. No, I miss you. Miss me or misusing me? There's a difference between desire and objectification. Your socialization makes you think you have access to... Forget it, Sarah. Just forget it. He gets up, takes a shower, goes to the gym. I spend the morning feeling vindicated. I'm not going to be one of those women who perform sexuality on demand. This pattern continues for weeks, months really. Every gesture he makes, I find the problematic core. Brings me coffee in bed. I'm not helpless. I can make my own coffee. Compliments my outfit. My clothes aren't for your approval. Tries to hold my hand while we're walking. Why do you need to publicly claim me? Asks about my day. You're not my therapist. Stop emotional labor monitoring. The thing is, I can see it wearing on him. He's started to look tired in a different way. Not just work tired, something else. But I can't back down. That would be admitting that his feelings matter more than my principles. And they don't. They can't. One night I'm explaining to him why his word choice was problematic. He'd said he helped with the laundry. Helped? You helped? It's your laundry too, James. Saying you helped implies it's my job and you're assisting. The language reveals your underlying assumptions about domestic labor. Usually he apologizes or gets defensive. This time he just looks at me, like he's seeing something he hadn't noticed before. You're right, Sarah. Flat voice, no emotion. I did the laundry. Is that better? Something about his tone bothers me, but I'm not sure what. Next morning he doesn't bring me coffee. Doesn't try to kiss me goodbye. Just, I'm leaving, and he's gone. I tell myself I'm relieved. Finally, he's learning boundaries. That evening he comes home, makes himself dinner. Doesn't ask if I want any, eats while scrolling his phone, goes to his office, closes the door. I'm sitting in the living room alone, waiting for him to come back out. He doesn't. This continues for days. He stops trying to talk to me about anything meaningful, stops asking about my work, stops suggesting activities together. He's just absent, physically here, but completely disconnected. Friday night I expect him home at his usual time. 6:30 comes and goes. 7, 8. He walks in at 9, gym bag over his shoulder. Where were you? Gym, then got drinks with some co-workers. He says it like he's reading a grocery list. You didn't tell me you'd be late? Didn't think I needed to check in. He walks past me to shower. I'm standing in the hallway feeling strange, disoriented. He didn't ask permission exactly, but he also didn't inform me. Like my knowing his schedule just doesn't matter. The next week, he's late 3 more times. When he's home, he's in his office or reading in bed. We barely speak except logistics. I'm going out tomorrow. Okay. I might go visit my parents next weekend. Sure. I try to start my usual corrections. When you say I might go, you're not even considering what Sarah, I'm not really interested in this conversation. He goes back to his book. I'm standing there with my mouth open. He's never done this before. Never just dismissed me. That night, I try to touch him, hand on his chest in bed. He doesn't push me away. Doesn't pull me closer either. Just, I'm tired, Sarah. Good night. Rolls over. I'm lying there in the dark, confused, angry. Something else I don't want to name. Weeks pass like this. He's become a ghost in our home. Polite, distant, completely unreachable. He's started dressing better. New. Clothes I've never seen. Working out more consistently. He looks good. Really good. And he doesn't seem to care if I notice. I catch myself watching him, the way he moves through the kitchen making his breakfast, earbuds in, ignoring my presence completely. When did he become so self-sufficient? He used to need me. Need my input, my approval, my attention. Now it's like I'm furniture. I try to engage him in conversation about an article I read. About gender dynamics in heterosexual relationships. Usually this kind of thing leads to a discussion where I educate him. James, this is really interesting. It talks about how men use strategic incompetence to... That's nice, Sarah. Doesn't look up from his phone. You're not even listening. You're right. I'm not. He stands up, puts his plate in the dishwasher, leaves the room. I'm shaking. Actually shaking. How dare he? How fucking dare he? But under the anger is something else. Panic. Sharp and cold in my chest. That night, I put on the lingerie he bought me last Christmas. I'd lectured him about it at the time. You're gifting me something that's for your benefit, not mine. He'd looked so hurt. I'd felt so righteous. Now I'm wearing it, standing in the bedroom doorway. He glances up from his laptop. His eyes move over me. No reaction. I'm working on something. Do you need the room? His voice is polite, distant, like I'm a roommate he barely knows. James, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I feel ridiculous standing here, exposed in every sense. I'm going to finish this in the living room. He picks up his laptop and leaves. Leaves me standing there in fucking lingerie. Unwanted. Irrelevant. I tear it off and cry. Actually cry. When was the last time I cried? The next morning, I try a different approach. Softer. Do you want to do something together this weekend? I'm going hiking with some friends from work. What friends? People you don't know. Can I come? He looks at me for a long moment. I don't think you'd enjoy it, Sarah. You don't know that. I kind of do. He leaves. I'm frantic now. Actually frantic. He's going hiking. With people I don't know. Without me. Without asking me. Without caring what I think about it. I spend the whole weekend checking my phone. He posts a picture on Instagram, him and 3 other people at some summit. There's a woman next to him. She's pretty, athletic looking, big genuine smile. His arm is around her shoulders. Casual, friendly. The caption is just, great day. I comment, who are these people? He doesn't respond. 50 other people like the photo, people I don't know. When did he become someone with a life I'm not part of? Monday morning I wake up early, make him coffee the way he likes it. Stand in the kitchen, waiting for him. He comes down, sees the coffee. Thanks, takes it, doesn't drink it, pours it out, makes his own. With the espresso machine I always said was wasteful. I'm watching this happen, unable to process it. You didn't want the coffee? I prefer mine a different way now. Since when? Since when does he prefer anything? I'm the one with preferences. I'm the one whose needs and standards matter. James, we need to talk. About what? About us. About this. This? You've been so distant. Have I? He's looking at me with mild curiosity. Like I'm a stranger making small talk. We barely talk anymore. We're talking now. You know what I mean. Sarah, I'm going to be late for work. He picks up his bag, leaves. I call in sick. Spend the day spiraling. When did I lose control of this? He's supposed to try. He's supposed to seek my approval. He's supposed to need me to validate him. Instead, he's just moved on. Moved past me, like I'm an obstacle he's simply walked around. That evening I try harder. I'm sorry I've been critical. The words feel like glass in my mouth. Okay, I think maybe I've been too harsh. Maybe. He's making dinner, just for himself. Again. Are you going to say anything else? What do you want me to say, Sarah? I don't know. Something. Anything. You've spent 6 years telling me everything I do is wrong. Teaching me that every instinct I have is problematic. That my feelings are just products of toxic socialization. That wanting you is entitlement. That missing you is possessiveness. That loving you is somehow an act of oppression. He's not yelling. His voice is calm, flat. So I stopped. I stopped wanting, missing, loving. And now you're upset about that too. That's not fair. Probably not. But I'm tired of trying to figure out what fair means to you. He takes his plate to his office, closes the door. I'm crying again, full sobbing in the kitchen alone, because he's right. I did do all of that. I took every vulnerable thing he offered and dissected it, found the problematic elements, rejected the gesture, educated him on why it was wrong, and he learned. He learned exactly what I taught him, that nothing he does will ever be good enough. So why try? The next week I'm desperate. I buy him a gift, a book he mentioned wanting months ago. I remembered. I leave it on his desk with a note. Thinking of you. That evening it's still there. He hasn't touched it. At dinner I ask about it. Did you see the book I left you? I did. And? Sarah, what is this? What do you mean? What are you doing? I'm trying to be nice. Trying to be nice or trying to perform niceness to get something from me? He's using my words, my exact words, thrown back at me. I feel sick. That's not... You were just what? Trying to make a gesture without considering whether I wanted it? Pretty presumptuous, Sarah. He's still not angry, just detached, clinical. James, please. Please what? Please forgive me. Please try again. Please care again. The words are out before I can stop them, raw and desperate. He looks at me for a long moment. Why should I? Because I love you. Do you? Yes. Or do you love having someone to correct? Someone to educate? Someone to feel morally superior to? Because, Sarah, I have no idea what love means to you. Every time I tried to show you what it meant to me, you told me I was wrong. I have no answer. What can I say? He's right. Completely, devastatingly right. I need time to think. He stands up. I'm going to stay at my brother's for a while. No, James, please don't go. I'm not asking permission. I'm informing you. Boundary setting, right? You're big on those. He goes upstairs. I hear him packing. I'm following him around like a puppy, begging him to stay, telling him we can fix this. I can change. We can go to counseling. Anything. Sarah, I've been asking for counseling for 3 years. Every time I brought it up, you said couples counseling was just a way to force women into emotional labor. That therapists reinforce patriarchal relationship structures. So no, I don't think you want counseling. I think you want me to go back to trying so you can go back to rejecting. He's at the door now, bag in hand. When you figure out whether you actually want a partner or just want an audience for your ideology, let me know. And he's gone. I'm alone in our house, surrounded by evidence of him. His books on the shelves, his coffee mug in the sink, his jacket on the hook, all the small ways he existed in this space, trying to build a life with me, while I dismantled every brick he laid. I look at my laptop, at the half-finished report about women's empowerment, at my bookshelf full of theory, all my righteous principles, all my careful analysis, all my unwavering standards, and I'm completely alone. Days pass. He doesn't call, doesn't text. I break first. Can we talk? He responds hours later. What about? Us, our marriage. Is there an us? That question breaks something in me. I want there to be. Want or need? Both. Why? How do I answer that? How do I explain that the house feels empty without him? That I lie awake, remembering all the times he tried to hold me and I pushed him away? That I miss him with an ache that feels like it's hollowing me out? Because I was wrong, typing through tears. About what specifically? About everything. About you. About us. About what love should look like. 3 dots appear, disappear, appear again. Sarah, you spent years training me not to need you. You can't be surprised that I learned. The message sits there, unassailable, true. I did train him, Every rebuff, every correction, every lecture, operant conditioning, seek approval, get rejected, show vulnerability, get analyzed, offer love, get educated on why it's problematic. He learned what I taught. I'm just devastated by the lesson. I want to unlearn it, I type. Both of us. Together. Please. The dots appear and disappear for several minutes. I don't know if I can trust that, Sarah. I don't know if I have anything left to give you. You were so thorough. That word thorough hits like a slap. I was thorough, systematically destroying his confidence, his desire to please me, his hope that anything he did would be enough. In the name of principle, in the name of not compromising, in the name of maintaining my intellectual integrity. And now I'm here, alone with my integrity, and it turns out integrity is cold comfort when you've used it as a weapon. I know I don't deserve another chance. I'm typing desperately now. I know I hurt you. I know I made you feel small and wrong and unwanted. I know I criticized everything you are. But I'm asking anyway. Please come home. Please let me try. The response takes so long I think he's not going to answer. Then I'll think about it. But Sarah, if I come back, things have to be different. I'm not going back to being your project, your case study in deconstructing masculinity. I need to be your husband. Do you even know what that means? I stare at the message. Do I know what that means? Do I know how to be a wife without treating him like an opponent? Without every interaction being a test he's designed to fail? Without maintaining constant vigilance against being the kind of woman who compromises? I don't know. I honestly don't know. But I type anyway. I want to learn. With you. If you'll teach me. He doesn't respond. Hours pass. I'm sitting on our bed. His side still has the indent from where he used to sleep. I remember all the nights he tried to reach for me. And I moved away, rolled over, told him I needed space, told him his need for physical affection was just conditioning, told him wanting me was a learned entitlement. What must that have felt like, night after night, reaching out and finding nothing, eventually learning to keep his hands to himself. My phone buzzes. I'll come by tomorrow to talk. Just talk. Don't expect more than that. It's something. It's more than I deserve. I'll take it. I spend the whole night cleaning, making the house perfect. Then I stop. Remember how he used to clean, and I'd tell him he missed spots, or did it wrong, or that cleaning itself was just performing domestic acceptability. I leave it imperfect. Evidence that I'm not trying to set another stage for him to fail on. He arrives at 2. Looks good. Rested. The exhaustion is gone from his eyes. Absence from me was restorative. That knowledge burns. Hi. Hi, Sarah. We sit across from each other, the coffee table between us like a negotiating table. You said you want to try. I do. Why should I believe you? You shouldn't. I've given you no reason to. I can only ask you to let me prove it. He studies me. What changed? Losing you. That's reactive, not proactive? You're right. I take a breath. What changed is I realized I was more committed to being right than to being loved. More invested in my principles than in you. I used theory as a shield against vulnerability. If I kept you at a distance by analyzing everything, I never had to risk actually being close. His expression shifts slightly. Surprise, maybe. You've been thinking. I haven't been able to stop. I'm crying now, trying to keep my voice steady. I missed you so much, James. And I realized I'd been missing you for years. Even when you were right here. Because I wouldn't let you in. Wouldn't let you be human and flawed and trying. I needed you to be perfect, or I needed you to be wrong. But I never let you just be. Silence. He's looking at his hands. Do you know how many times I almost left? His voice is quiet. At least once a month for the last 2 years. I'd be driving home from work, and I'd think about just keeping driving. But I loved you. So fucking much. And I kept thinking maybe tomorrow would be different. Maybe tomorrow I'd finally do something right. Say something right. Be someone you could love back. I'm sobbing now. Full, ugly crying. You were always someone I should have loved better. I did love you. I just didn't know how to show it without feeling like I was surrendering something. Like loving you meant giving up who I was. But who I was turned into someone cruel. Someone who hurt you every day. And I hate who I became. He stands up. I think he's leaving. Panic floods through me, but he sits next to me on the couch, still not touching, but closer. Sarah, if we try this, you have to actually try. Not perform trying. Not try in ways you can analyze and intellectualize. You have to be vulnerable. You have to let me in. You have to accept that I'm going to fuck up, and that doesn't mean I'm the enemy. Can you do that? I don't know, I'm being honest, but I want to. I want to so badly. I want to learn how to receive your love instead of dissecting it. I want to give you mine without conditions. I want to stop being afraid. Afraid of what? Of needing you. The admission cracks something open in my chest. Of needing anyone. I thought needing you made me weak. Made me one of those women who loses herself in a man. So I kept you at a distance. Kept myself safe by keeping you out. But safe is just another word for alone. And I'm so tired of being alone. He reaches over, takes my hand, his palm warm against mine. I don't pull away. Don't analyze the gesture. Just hold on. This is going to be hard. He says it gently. Unlearning all of this. For both of us. I'm going to have to learn to try again. And you're going to have to learn to let me. I know. Are you willing? He looks at me. Really looks. I'm here, aren't I? He squeezes my hand. Let's try. And just like that, a small opening. A crack in the wall I built. Enough light to see by. Enough space to begin. I don't know if we'll make it. I don't know if I can really change. Or if he can really forgive. But his hand is in mine. And for the first time in years. I'm not trying to prove anything. Just trying to hold on. And maybe that's enough to start.